Hi, welcome back. This is going to be a general reading for Gemini. Thank you for being here and supporting my channel. We're starting out with card number 57. We're talking about good advice. All right. Uh, you know, you may be seeking some advice at this time, or maybe looking within. This has to do with questioning your personal judgment. All right, you may be questioning decisions that you've made and just looking to those that you trust and respect for advice in a situation going on or something, a change in your life, perhaps, a direction here. So let's pull some cards for Gemini and see if we can find out about this and your energy here. All right, for Gemini, please. So we have the Knight of Cups falling and the Magician. So it seems as though both of these cards here, we see the Knight of Cups is turned around, perhaps priorities, not prioritizing what we should in life seems to be the past energy coming out, along with this Magician that seems to be in this procrastination sort of energy. Definitely not focusing energy on manifesting what we would like, perhaps low confidence, or being, I always actually view this card as our behavior, maybe some toxic tendencies have pulled us away from the direction of our heart here, okay? And it does look like it's affecting our ability to focus our energy in the direction that we want to pursue here. So the advice maybe we're seeking is to how to reprioritize or get back on track here is what it seems, okay? Here, let's see what we have going on here. I don't read these reversals because this deck is a double major deck, so there's 2 cards for each. So there's no need to read reversals here. But it does seem this way here. So we have the King of Cups. There has been a lot of emotions here. It seems like possibly we weren't able to open up to talk about something. And it could be this behavior that perhaps we needed to change in ourselves here. Now, this doesn't have to be a toxic behavior like addictions. This could be just negative thinking, second-guessing ourselves, doubting ourselves, this self-belief. Regardless, it's turned us away from the direction we wanted to head here, okay? It's prohibited us from manifesting what we want to come into our life. It seems like we don't want to open up. We don't want to talk about it, or we didn't want to anyway in the past here. There could have been a little of embarrassment or shame here along with this. The King of Cups is normally somebody that is very emotionally stable here. It seems to be going through a bit of a rough patch here emotionally, okay? And then we have the Temperance coming out with the Judgment card, which would indicate there is a balancing energy. There is this awakening or a realization coming, all right, on how to deal with this, how to heal any of our confidence, our belief in ourselves, or heal a situation perhaps with somebody else here. All right, so the Temperance card would indicate balancing. Things are going to come together. There's also self-control here. So I do want to point that out. This can be self-control if we're dealing with something, sort of toxic behavior as well, okay? The Judgment card is an epiphany, an awakening here is what I see with this, okay? Sort of this rebirth, all right? Maybe given a second chance. It seems like we're coming out of this isolation or withdrawal energy or not wanting to communicate or talk about our feelings here. We're coming out of that, all right? So let's switch decks here and see if we can clarify some additional items here for Gemini. So we're going to take a look at the Knight of Cups and the Magician, where it seems like we got off track or off our path here a little bit. Can we get some more information about that here for Gemini? Okay, so wow, there was a lot of confusion about a partnership here. This doesn't have to be a love interest, but Two of Cups is a partnership. All right, so this could be career, partners in a career, or how we fit together with a particular friend or career or love interest here. This partnership brought about a lot of confusion, a lot of chaos here. Okay. It could also be that perhaps somebody that we are romantically involved with has sort of pulled all of our attention to them, and we perhaps didn't put priorities on another area of our life. Okay, because I'm reading this in two different ways. This could have been a certain somebody that monopolized all of our time, all of our energy here, and brought about a confusion, chaos, conflict in another area because we weren't putting a lot of energy into, say, our career, all right, and that's where we weren't moving forward. Okay, so let's just get a card on this King of Cups here. There's a sense of a little bit of embarrassment here. Okay, we have the Ten of Swords coming out in reverse. We needed to walk away from something, or perhaps it does seem like I'm getting business here. We haven't walked away from, we were fighting the ending of something here. All right. Is how that's coming up. Can we get another card with that? And the Five of Wands in reverse. So it seems like we were taking the easy road, not closing out a cycle, not bringing something to an end or having a resolution in some area here, because it was just easy that way. Can we ask why? Okay, so this particular Queen of Wands, I do always, it just reminds me of a bride here. So if we're talking about a relationship that possibly we knew deep down it wasn't going to go anywhere, or it was just easier to stay together rather than separate here, we may be coming to the realization that we need to make some changes here as well. This could be the partnership itself that's bringing about a lot of confusion here. This could be all about not career, but a partnership that is confusing, chaotic, monopolizing our time, setting us off track to where we actually want to be in a equal give and take partnership here. It seems like there is a lot of confusion. All right, we're not manifesting the ideal life that we want. Perhaps not pulling back our love from somebody here. Nervous to walk away, wanting things to stay in harmony and everybody happy here. It seems to be draining your energy. And I think that you realize that following your heart here is the way to go. And that seems to be the realization or the good advice that's coming in here. Somebody saying, think about this long term. I feel like you're just beginning to open up about this. Knight of Wands showing up, taking action, yeah, for sure, to follow your dreams. The Knight of Wands is very passionate, very adventurous here. Okay, it seems like you're getting your confidence back, or feeling self-assured with this advice coming in, being able to open up and realize the steps that you need to take here in order to come into balance here. Okay, so let's pull some cards on that Temperance card. It seems like some good advice comes, restores passion, restores creativity, like that fire inside you to move ahead and make decisions here very confidently. All right, let's talk about that Temperance card, please. This is where the healing comes in, where the self-control or balancing energy comes in here. So it does create a little bit of some opinions. I see a lot of people talking about this here, offering their advice, offering their opinion. But ultimately you have the Hermit coming out, which is you following your inner guidance on this. Finding the energy here to move forward and make the right decisions, regardless of others' opinions on the matter. I see that you realizing this is, your decision and your life here. And sometimes you can't make everybody happy, right? Yeah, the Star card. Definitely here. So what I see here with this Temperance, yes, making a decision. Perhaps it's not what everybody wanted you to make. Perhaps there's a falling out at first with people, if you were putting off maybe separating from somebody that you didn't see long-term success or a relationship really going the distance here, this could cause a little bit of chaos in the beginning. But ultimately, I see that you have really taken to heart your own guidance from inside, okay, with that Hermit card, finding the energy to make the right decision, lighting up that path that you want to, perhaps something that you've put off for a while here. And we have the Star card coming out, which indicates this realization, all right, restoring hope and faith. It also talks about healing, all right? It's like faith and hope have been restored in yourself here. I just have to say, this Star card is very much similar to the Temperance card here in this particular deck. It's like balancing also. This realization that everything will work out to your best and highest if you follow your inner guidance here, is how it's coming out. And the Judgment card, it's like this is the decision. This is the decision for real. So we have the Ace of Cups coming out with that Judgment card. In this particular deck, these are all of these pictures are very much, they're lifelike, but also very artistic here. In this particular card, this eye is very realistic. That's what drew me in the beginning. It's like you see for real this time. Okay, that honestly, what is coming out with that is that in order to give love, you have to love yourself. The Ace of Cups is all about, cups are all about new beginnings. The Ace of Cups can be, accepting a new loving relationship into your life. But I feel more about this is your own confidence, your own love for yourself, being proud about how far you've come here and the decisions that you've made for yourself. This is filling your own cup up, is the realization that's coming in here. It's probably been a long time since you felt so self-assured here. Wow, 2 aces coming out right away with this Judgment card. The realization is, honestly, you can have anything here. You have the ability, the power, the confidence, the self-belief to create and reinvent yourself here in a whole new way. All right, that is what the realization is. It's like goodbye, old you who wasn't confident and maybe had a bit of negative self-talk in the past. It seems like we have a new beginning in loving ourselves. And once that happens, everything seems to fall into place. It's like luck is on our side. We excel in our career, in our, it's just like it brings more in once we start realizing and seeing things from a different perspective and realizing how incredibly amazing we are. It's like everything sort of falls into place here. The Ace of Pentacles would indicate new beginnings in something tangible here. So I always view this as good luck, money coming in, perhaps a promotion, perhaps a new career here, doing something on the side that brings in an extra income. It's like everything falling into place as soon as we realize what we deserve here, and we're not doubting ourselves. All right. And the Two of Wands falling out in reverse. We've made a decision in a path here. We're not sort of hemming and hawing about what direction. Do we want to go back to the old or take this leap of faith in the new? We're stuck in this limbo here. We've made a decision and we're sticking to it here. And it seems like we're walking toward our happiness, following our heart here for sure. And the Lovers. This is the card of making a decision for your heart. So that's exactly, let's just double down on that here. The Lovers card is the choice card. You know, it originated in tarot as choices from the heart, which is exactly what I felt when that Two of Wands fell. I feel like you're at this place where you're making that commitment to yourself. All right. You know, if you felt out of harmony with, you know, a partner here, this is committing, doing things that you love. What does love mean for you? And making decisions from the heart for your own success here. Whether it is to go back to a relationship or fix things or mend things here. I see that that could happen as well here, but more importantly, you're finding your own love and confidence here, and it's opening up a lot of doors, a lot of opportunities for you is what I see after you've made this decision. Perhaps receive some good advice from somebody along the way that helped to make this decision here. With that Lovers card coming out, honestly, the way I feel, I'm just going to say it here. This particular Lovers card, there's this female in the front, and the male is sort of, you know, faded in the back. I gotta say, with that Ace of Cups, it's like filling your own cup up. This to me is more about realizing you're just fine on your own. You don't need anybody unless that right person comes along and gives equally to a relationship. You're going to be just fine, and you're not going to force anything. This is acceptance here, a realization, realizing what you do want, and not settling here is what I want to say. Let's talk about advice for Gemini here, and let's close this reading out. Ooh, the Devil in reverse coming out right away. I did get this feeling in the very beginning, some toxic behavior. Now that could be anything. It doesn't have to be addictions. It doesn't have to be drinking or drugs. Toxic behavior can be obsession about anything, overthinking, self-doubt, fears, insecurities. The advice here right away is don't give in to that self-doubt. Have faith in yourself. Perhaps if you are struggling with any sort of toxic behavior, the advice here would be that you have the ability to rise above that. Okay, and I know, you know, this is going to be different for everybody, and some things are difficult here. Perhaps get some good advice here, all right, to help if you are struggling with something along those lines here. Any other advice for Gemini? Ace of Wands. So the third ace here coming out. If you overcome that self-doubt, self-talk, insecurities, fears, lies, whatever has you feeling trapped, the world is yours. Ace of Wands. This is bright path, beginnings in ideas. This is like getting that fire back in your blood, raring to go. New beginnings of passion and creativity coming like crazy, okay? And we have the Ten of Wands in reverse. Let go of those burdens and stresses, anything holding you back. Are you taking on too much at once here? This would be a message, try to simplify things. Don't take on more than you can handle, okay? And we'll get one more card for Gemini for advice. And the Two of Swords here. So in this particular Two of Swords, I always read it as go with what feels right. Stay grounded here. All right. This is very powerful. To me, this is the solar plexus chakra lining up just with the yellows and oranges here. And sitting on that stump, blindfolded, stay grounded, go with your inner guidance. Any decisions that you make sure your actions are reflective of your values, and staying grounded, I think, is going to be very important with you moving forward here, listening to that intuition, following your inner guidance, how things feel in making decisions here. Okay, Gemini, this is what I have for you. Thank you for being here and supporting the channel, and I hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.